Good morning class! So ngayon, ituturo ko sa inyo ang General Mathematics. Week 1, Simple and Compound Interest. Lesson Objectives. Define the simple and compound interest. Compute simple interest for loans with terms of years and months. Manually calculating compound amount, future value, and compound interest. Analyze a problem solving involving simple and compound interest. Computing simple interest for loans. Simple interest is calculated by using a formula known as the simple interest formula. It is stated as interest equals principal times rate times time. Simple interest formula. Days. Exact interest. The first methods for calculating the time factor is known as exact interest. Exact interest uses 365 days as the denominator. Time equals number of days of a loan over 365. Ordinary interest. This method uses 360 days as the denominator of the time factor over the years. Ordinary interest has become known as the banker's rule. Time equals number of days of a loan over 360. For example, David borrows $45,000 at 13% for 100 days. If the lender calculates interest by the exact interest method, what is the amount of interest on the loan? This is how we solve the exact interest. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Interest equals $45,000 times 0.13 times 100 over 365. So ngayon, i-divide mo lang yung 100 sa 365. At kokopyahin mo lang yung principal times rate. Yung 45,000 times 0.13. Pag na-divide mo na yung 100 sa 365, ang magiging sagot 0.2739722602. Then, after that, ipagta-times mo na lahat ng interest. For 45,000 times 0.13 and times 0.2739722602. Then, ang magiging interest niya ay 1,602.739722. Example for ordinary interest. Sandra borrows $15,000 at 9% interest for 250 days. If the lender uses ordinary interest method, how much interest will Sandra have to pay? Same process lang din yung gagawin natin. 250 i-divide sa 360. Then kapag na-divide na, ang result nito ay 0.69444444. Then ipagta-times mo na ulit silang lahat. Then ang result ng interest natin ay 9,374.999994. Manually calculating compound amount, future value, and compound interest. Compound divides the time of a loan or an investment into compound periods or simple period. To manually calculate the compound amount or future value of an investment, we must compound or calculate the interest as many times as there are compound periods at the interest rate per period. Compound interest equals compound amount minus principal. For example, Mrs. Lillian Roldan, a directress of MDA, invested $20,000 in a passbook savings account at 5% interest compounded annually for 2 years. Manually calculate the compound amount of the investment and the total amount of compound interest Mrs. Roldan earned. This is how we solve compound interest. I equals PRT equals 20,000 times 0.05 times 1. So, ang magiging sagot dyan is yung 1,000. Then, ipagpa-plus yung 20,000 sa 1,000. Then, ang magiging sagot ay 21,000. Then, yung 21,000, same process lang din dun sa I equals PRT. Then, after nun, ay ang kalalabasan nun ay 1,050. Then, ganun ulit, ipagpa-plus mo na yung 21,000 and 1,050. Then, ang magiging sagot niya ay 22,050. Then, yung 22,050 ay ima-minus na natin siya sa 20,000. Then, ang magiging compound interest earn niya ay 2,050.